and welcome to Moonbeam Connections. I'm Jacqui-Leigh. Today on Tarot Whispers, we're looking at the Wheel of Fortune. So you can see the Wheel of Fortune here. It is a wheel. We've got our snake and our angel and our eagle and I don't know the names of all these things, but this is our wheel. And the idea of the Wheel of Fortune is that it just keeps spinning and spinning and spinning, right? So, it just keeps going around. I guess we should do it this way, around and around and around. So if you're, well, you can say at the top, it doesn't have to be at the top, but if you're at the top and that's where good things are, well, the wheel's going to keep spinning and you're going to come back around and some bad stuff's going to occur. And then if you're in the spot at the bottom of the wheel where bad things are occurring, don't worry, because it's going to come back up and around. So the Wheel of Fortune is all about things changing. It's about destiny. It's about things happening cyclically, so in cycles, right? So you cycle through life. You're in your childhood, and that's a cycle, and then as you finish childhood, you go into, say, the teenage years and the early adult years, and then the parenting years, and then the retirement years and the elderly years, right? And so the idea is that the wheel's always turning, things are always changing, cycles are always starting and finishing, but this is the destiny, right? This is the destiny, the wheel going around and around. That is destiny, that is fate, that is life occurring. So I'm going to bring out my board now, and we're going to see what Spirit has to tell us about our Wheel of Fortune. So what message does Spirit want to tell us about the Wheel of Fortune? So as always, I'll get into my meditation mode and be quiet for a second and start writing, and then I do dub over, so sometimes it might sound a little off, or I have trouble reading my writing, or whatever the situation is. I try my best, and that's all I can do. So I'll be quiet for a moment, and we'll see what Spirit wants to tell us about the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is about changes and cycles of life. The wheel turns constantly as you go through life. There are good times and there are bad times. There is good luck that happens to you, and there is bad luck that happens to you. Your goal with the Wheel of Fortune is to always stay balanced. Stay in the middle of the wheel. Recognize that this too shall pass. Whether it's good or bad, it will eventually pass. You, though, must keep yourself stable recognize good times and appreciate them, but also recognize bad times and appreciate them too. For even in the bad times, we learn and grow and start a new path towards the good times. Nothing is forever. Nothing is permanent. The wheel will keep turning for you as it does for everyone else throughout their life. Learn to stay grounded and in the middle of the wheel so that you don't get too high on yourself or too low. Learn to ride the waves of life and enjoy. Nothing happens to you. Everything happens for you. Remember that. Love. Okay, so really all this is saying is that the wheel of fortune is all about changes and cycles in life, and that the wheel is constantly turning, right? The wheel doesn't stop for anybody. It just keeps going and going, clicking along slow. We're at the top. Oh, and now we're coming down, right? We had everything that was perfect. Something happened. Now we're at a low point, but that allows us to change our trajectory, change what we're doing, and start working our way back up to that good point. And what the idea is here is that we want to stay in the middle of the wheel, right? Good things are happening around us, bad things are happening around us, good things are happening, bad things are happening. But what we're doing is we're staying grounded, we're staying in the center, we're enjoying those good things that are happening, but we're also learning from those bad things that are happening, right? We're not just, oh my God, it's bad right now, everything's done, my life is horrible. That's not what we're doing. We're looking, yep, this isn't great, this isn't something I wanted, but I'm learning from it. I'm getting over that obstacle. What's the exact word I'm trying to think of? I'm learning to see what good things can come out, right? Oh, I lost my job. Oh, but look at this great job opportunity that came up that I would never have taken if I hadn't lost my job. I would never would have seen that. I never would have been looking, right? Oh, I lost my spouse, right? Horrible, horrible, horrible. But look what happened now because my spouse wasn't there, I went out more and I got this great opportunity to do this or something else. And I'm not saying that spirit would ever knock off your spouse in order to give you good things, right? But I mean, the more you love, the more you are going to have grief, right? Because if you love a lot of people, there's a lot of people out there who get injured, get sick, pass away, all those type of things. So the more you love, the more pain you will inevitably feel, but that's not bad, right? This is the cyclical nature of life. This is the good times, we're having the good times, and we're having the bad times. We're having the good times, and we're having the bad times. But the idea is stay in the middle, stay grounded, appreciate the good times, and then learn from the bad times and appreciate where those bad times will actually lead you in the future, even if you can't see it right now, right? And sometimes we don't see that. It could be 20 years later, right? You're like, this bad thing happened, led me on a different trajectory. I didn't think it was much better than what I wanted, or it didn't seem like it was going to be that great. But when you get 20 years down the road, all of a sudden you're looking back and you're like, oh my God, thank God that happened, because that made me go to this job, which I didn't really like. But you know what? That headed me over to this job, which was absolutely perfect. And because I was at that job, I actually met my future partner, and that led us to having 3 kids, and that led us to this happy, happy life, right? And so if I hadn't had this bad thing happen to me, I never would have made it to this happy point, because I wouldn't have had these points in between that led me to there. And so it's just understanding, learning, right? When bad things happen, why did this bad thing happen? What did I need to learn? What did I need to pivot on? You know, I was going this way. Why was I now directed to go this way? Right? So these are the things we should always look at, and we should always appreciate. Nothing, where is it? Oh yeah, right. Nothing happens to you. Everything happens for you. So if you just start remembering that, even the bad things, even when it looks terrible, because you don't know where that's leading you down the road, you don't know what's going to happen down the road, because you don't see the full picture, right? You're not seeing everything. You're just seeing what's happening right now, what this slice is. You know what your past is, but you don't know what lays ahead. You don't know where Spirit is trying to point you towards at this point in time. So I hope this message helped you. I'm sending you peace, love, and happiness. Bye for now.